Cowboys 40 Vernon Bryant staff photographer Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott 21 runs up the field after passing by Arizona Cardinals defensive tackle Robert Nkemdish 90 during the second half of play at University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona on Monday, September 25, 2017. Dallas Cowboys defeated the Arizona Cardinals 2,817. Vernon Bryant. The Dallas Morning News by David Moore, staff writer at David Moore. New York. Ezekiel Elliott wants to fight for his name. The NFL wants to ensure the commissioner's disciplinary powers remain strong. Middle ground has been impossible to find during this protracted saga. But for the first time since both sides dug in for the long haul, a brief window has opened for the principals to seriously explore a compromise. Sources said the two sides have discussed the possibility of a settlement. This should come as no surprise. There has been dialogue behind the scenes, one source asserts, after each court ruling along the way. The level of sincerity present in those previous discussions is open to debate. Cowboys RB Ezekiel Elliott explains why he's still waging legal fight with the NFL. The NFL was in no mood to deal after arbiter Harold Henderson upheld the commissioner's 6-game suspension. Elliott's side wasn't inclined to back down after they won a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction from a court in Sherman. The league regained its edge with last week's ruling in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Negotiations are about leverage. The side with the upper hand, especially in a battle as acrimonious as this one, often tends to overplay that hand, making a settlement unlikely. Why is now different? Well, Judge Paul Crotty in the Southern District of New York only granted Elliott a temporary restraining order. The two sides must turn to Judge Catherine Farilla before the month is done to determine the status of the preliminary injunction. That decision determines whether Elliott will begin serving his suspension during the season or if this legal wrangling is pushed into the off-season before it results in clarity. It can be argued both sides have inflicted enough harm on the other at this stage to be amenable to a settlement. Elliott can claim a reduced suspension is an admission that the NFL overreached, not an admission of guilt on his part. The NFL can acknowledge it made procedural mistakes in the investigation and process and avoid a potential negative ruling that would undermine future discipline. Now, the big question: what is that number for both sides? 2 games 3. If the two sides enter serious negotiations now, Judge Farilla won't have to hear this case when she returns from vacation. Catch David Moore on the Ticket KTCK AM 1310 and 96.7 FM with the Muses at 935 AM, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and the Hardline at 4:10 PM, every Tuesday and Friday through the regular season. Moore's Ezekiel Elliott explains why he's still waging legal fight with the NFL. Elliott cleared to play Sunday versus 49ers, but why relief is temporary. Michael Irvin: if I were in charge of Cowboys, I might tell Ezekiel Elliott take the 6 games right now. Are realistic expectations for Alfred Morris, Darren McFadden in Cowboys RB Ezekiel Elliott's absence.